According to leaked audio obtained by the New York Times, on a January 10th call, just 4 days after the insurrection, McCarthy also expressed concerns that Republicans in his own conference might incite violence against their fellow party members.
The other thing that we have to do is these members on either whatever position you are, calling out other members, that stuff's got to stop, especially in this nature. So when I get up right here, I'm going to call Gaetz.
McCarthy singled out Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz of Florida as someone whose inflammatory rhetoric might get people hurt. McCarthy was worried that Gaetz, who frequently criticized fellow Republicans by name for being insufficiently loyal to Trump in his eyes, was inflaming tensions at a time when the country was already in a volatile position. It was a concern echoed by others on the call, including the number 2 Republican in caucus, a man who was shot, we should remember, Congressman Steve Scalise.
I just got something sent now about Newsmax, something Matt Gaetz said, where he's calling people's names out, saying an anti-Trump in this type of atmosphere. In some of the other places, this is serious stuff people are doing that has to stop.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Matt Gaetz conned Florida's 1st District into putting his miserable hide into Congress in 2017 and immediately cozied up to the orange overlord as his fascist father figure so warmly it's an outright embarrassment sight to behold. Gaetz took Trump butt-kissing to revolting levels to the point the world has never seen an inch of daylight between Gaetz' lips and Trump's butt.
Embattled Congressman Matt Gaetz is now getting a boost from former President Trump, who just released a statement insisting they never discussed a preemptive pardon. Gaetz is fending off a federal sex trafficking investigation and allegations he had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl.
Tonight, embattled Congressman Matt Gaetz in search of support and getting a returned favor from the man he spent years defending and praising.
President Trump sometimes raises his voice and a ruckus. He knows that's what it takes to raise an army of patriots who love America and will protect her.
Former President Donald Trump weighing in publicly for the first time on the scandal surrounding one of his most loyal allies on Capitol Hill. Trump responding to reports confirmed by CNN that the Florida congressman approached allies to the president requesting a preemptive blanket pardon for himself before Trump left the White House.
Gaetz wanted to build this one-sided loving relationship into an entire organized coalition and started hanging out with the likes of Marjorie Trainwreck Green and wacky nutjob Jim Jordan, thinking that 3 heads up Trump's butt was better than 1. All of these extremist psychos have since pushed for the death of democracy, and Gaetz even led a torch and pitchfork-style rally to try and oust Liz Cheney in an effort to 100% purge any possible remaining American value out of the Republican Party forever.
Congresswoman Green and I are not here to celebrate January 6th. We're not here to obsess about it, but we are here to expose the truth, to ask key questions about what happened on January 6th, who animated the violence, the extent to which the federal government may have been involved. We know this: January 6th last year wasn't an insurrection. No one has been charged with insurrection. No one has been charged with treason. But it very well may have been a Fed-surrection.
Gaetz and his anti-American rampage was allowed to endure between greedy Republican office holders and people too stupid to separate their own mind from the one Newsmax has constructed for them. The fascist movement didn't die on January 6th like it should have, and Matt the pedophile Gaetz has taken every opportunity using his obnoxious megaphone to spit on American values and disparage honest, hard-working patriots with this every day in office. Gaetz laid into Defense Secretary Austin in a typical Gaetz-style tirade, disparaging our military and elevating Russia and China until Secretary Austin couldn't stand it any longer and called Gaetz out on his hate for his own country. And that's exactly what it is. How a sitting member of Congress can blast our own military and spit in the face of everybody past and present that serves is a dishonor beyond words. But that's Matt Gaetz, isn't it? He's a walking abomination, but the GQP just love him. Think about that. Matt Gaetz is the picture-perfect prototypical model of the modern Republican. He even louds that concept at every opportunity, that himself and Marge Trainwreck Green are to be the new faces, leaders, and future of the party. Gaetz is a 39-year-old child of a wealthy family who's never worked a day in his life. 16 speeding tickets and a DUI is the best he can put forth on a resume. His idea of a hard day of labor is deciding to have his broker buy or sell pork belly investments. And his private life seems to be consumed by secret paid encounters with teenage girls. It's creepy, corrupt, and criminal. Yep, that's a Republican, all right. That's the major problem. The Republican propaganda machine can literally put anybody in office and justify it in the minds of their supporters. Just look at the poisonous Trump regime. An idiot con man is sold off on the mindless base as some kind of semi-divine conservative hero when he's really heathenous, totally incompetent, and inflates government to the max for his own personal autocratic power drive. Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Trainwreck Greene, and Donald Trump are the dreams of all Republicans. Defective products falsely advertised that net unlimited money and are exempt from all oversight because their only quality control is the vote. People have to be mentally above Fox News, OAN, and Newsmax to be able to comprehend that they're being taken hook, line, and sinker. Until that happens, we've got Matt Gaetz and his anti-American cancer caucus that's now spread across the entire Republican Party. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.